Hey everybody, welcome to another round of Canje Plays, and today we are back. Hey, look, my head is the size of the moon. We're back, so I'm back from a mega game of Palooza that happened over the weekend with Barrett, Colin, Steve, Kim, and myself, and where we played board games all weekend. So it was amazing. We are going to talk about that. I'm not going to talk about it on the stream, but we will talk about all that went down. All of us will get together and talk about it on a later stream. This stream here is we're going to bring to you a preview of a game that is on crowdfunding on GameFound right now that's called Long Dark Sea. This is made by a wonderful three creators that developers that are located in Spain, and I think what ended up, and we'll talk briefly about kind of how this campaign went and what's going on. But overall, it's been I when I first saw this, I was like, oh, this looks good. I want to know more about it. And I believe when it first came out, there was the English community or the U.S. side had a bunch of questions or a lot of thoughts about it, and then so I reached out and I had a discussion with them. Anyway, I'm scattering. Let's go bullet point by bullet point, then we'll get down to the digital table for people who are just kind of curious and coming in right now or are wanting to say, hey, are we going to see actual components? This specific stream is going to be a tabletop simulator version. However, they have sent me a physical copy that should be arriving tomorrow, and I'm going to play it Friday. So I'll do a live stream for those. So for someone who's like, cool, this looks nice on digital, or I don't like tabletop simulator or anything like that, there is a physical copy coming that I will play it then. But at least this one will give you a view of the mechanics of the game so that you can say, okay, if this is something that I'll want to pursue further to see what it is, and I want to make sure that you have an informed decision. Before I begin, I do want to say thank you to my patrons, these people over here that make it all possible. Thank you so much. My YouTube subscribers, thank you so much for coming in. I love seeing all of you there. And anyone else who is always coming to the streams, they don't want to subscribe, they don't want to be a patron, they just want to come in, hang out, play games, chat, have a good time. Thank you, welcome as well. There's no requirement for you to do it. This is not my day job. This is just something that I do because I love it so much. So all right, I'm going to briefly just take about a minute and talk about just kind of how this lined up, and then we'll get into how what it went through. So the GameFound campaign is going on right now on, GameFound. So you can go over there and check it out to just kind of get a sense. Didact did do a breakdown. He did do a playthrough and just a mechanics breakdown that's in there, if that is something that you've looked at or perused or whatnot. I know a lot of the US side was saying that some of it was a little bit difficult to follow. So I reached out to him and I said, this game looks pretty cool. Is there any way that we could chat or see if there's a way that I can help, help in any way? He, Patrick and Laya, all just kind of got on a call with me and we just talked. Everything went amazing. They are a wonderful trio who was just open to talk about the game and what was going on. And I think what ended up happening was, remember, this is their first campaign that they're going through, so they're building it out. They haven't been, this is their first game, this is their first crowdfunding campaign and everything. And so a lot of big companies that you've seen that people gravitate towards have this thing of, okay, well, they'll throw a bunch of money into advertising. Well, people who are starting out doesn't have a bunch of money to throw into advertising. So what they wanted to do was make sure that they fleshed out the game. The mechanics were solid, but then there's the art to deal with, right? They didn't want to give a lot of things that were, here's a card with an X on it or no art or anything, because if they show that, we do know, and we have to admit as people who are in this community, that the art draws us in, the cute minis and the other things draws us in. So therefore it's more, they wanted to put their best foot forward, although they had to get to the crowdfunding campaign to get that stuff started. So they didn't show a lot initially up front, and this is the great conversation I had with them, but they didn't show a lot because they were like, we don't want anyone to say this campaign's not good because this art isn't the final that what you're going to see. So therefore, you didn't see a lot, and that drew a little bit of red flags from people. It drew a little bit of red flags from people saying, I can't see any components. I'm not seeing full measures of things. And then there was the bit of the rulebook where it was like co-located next to the text rulebook instead of it itself. So it all of it amounts to a lot of people saying, I might stay away from this one because it's not giving a good vibe. However, they were dedicated to building that stuff out, and so now I'm going to display it all for you. So I'm working with them completely. They're in the chat. All three of them are in the chat. Little, I believe, is Patrick. Long Dark Sea is either Laya or Didac. And we'll see how much it goes out. But they're in the chat if you have any questions as we're playing through. And you know me, if I screw up, I do not play perfectly. I will never attest to do that. That is, oh, it's Laya. Hello, Laya. So if you're looking for, oh my gosh, I'm gonna give you the perfect, no flawed, extra shiny new live playthrough with no issues, you've come to the wrong place. I might mess up, but Laya, Patrick, and Diak are in the chat, and they will set me straight, and I will do my best. I will do my best, but I am human. So, all right. With that, let's get down to the table. Let's take a look at this game. Let's play it, and you'll see if it's something that you would like. You'll see mechanics. I'm going to explain a lot. I'll explain while we're playing, and it'll be all good. So what do we got? Gonzalo, hello. Rogue, what is up? Luna, hello. Dirty, I'm excited to see this one, but don't know if I'll stay for the whole video. Steve, hello, Steve. Such a fun weekend, yes. Brian, how long do we think it will take your Derek to drown? Hello, Brian. hello. Hey, Pickle, what's going on? All right, let's, I do, just to let people know who've never been on this channel before, never even heard of me, and after this never want to hear from me again, I do have subscriber mode turned on, not because I want you to subscribe, it's because when I don't have it turned on, I get spammed by the sleazy spam bots that post stuff that is no fun for either of us to have to deal with. So that's the only reason why I have subscriber mode on. Just pop in, chat with the rest of everybody, and then unsubscribe if you don't want to stay. It is completely up to you. That's the only reason, is just to make sure that the chat side stays pure and the group and the team can answer questions without it being, a bunch of those sleazy spam bots coming in. That's the only reason it's there. Otherwise, it wouldn't be on. All right, let's get down to the table, right? That's what we're here for. Y'all are here to see a playthrough, and we're going to check something out. Hey, who's this Canje guy? I hate that guy. Okay, so this is the latest TTS mod. It is out there for you to pull. I did so myself, so I went on to Tabletop Simulator, and I went into their workshop, and this is available for you to play now, for you to try out. It is only one character that's on here and one support, but we'll talk about that in a second. And you will get to see but you will see the others when the game releases and it goes through. But by and large, all the mechanics are there. I love that they did kind of like a preparation of how to go through the game and everything. But let's talk a little bit about what we see here. So, Long Dark Sea, there is an introduction, so I don't need to go through. One day the bots will learn how to subscribe. I know, Yogi, I know. So Long Dark Sea is basically, as it says, that there's opposing factions. There's a whole intro to it for you to check out, that with a beautiful voiceover work and art and video that you can check out. I'll link it in the description below after the stream for people who are like, hey, what's the story about? It's in there. Basically what we have here is that we are space pirates, and I like being a space pirate, and it's a lot of fun. This game gets set up in a wonderful way. This is the board that you're going to have set up. There's some cards that you'll put in place and some tracks, and we're going to talk about all these things so you know exactly how these mechanics work. First, we have our personal play area, our heroes that we're going to play. This game is a cooperative game from 1 to 4 players, and I'll talk about how cooperative works. But you will have, I have it listed. Yep.
This is our main character. There are 4 main characters in the base game, and this is our support character, and there are 4 support characters in the game. You can mix the support characters with the main characters, which gives you a total of 16 options for what you want to play. But let's take a look. Oop, I hit the wrong button. Let's take a look at the main character so you can see how this all lines up. All right, we're gonna go from left to right, top to bottom. Okay. So you see around the edges that there are 3 symbols and numbers. There's a green circle, a red triangle, and a blue shield. These are the different shapes for because it does deal with color blindness. So for people who are colorblind, I am slightly colorblind. I can't tell the differences between purples and blues, but shapes are there to help people as well. So the game is following a lot of accessibility things that are on here. These 3 symbols are the green is explore, the red is attack, and the blue is blocking. And these are innate things that the character has. I also have 22 life and a base and a hand size of 5. Right. This is DM the Imperator. Sorry, the character is Wellerman. So that's our ID card as our character. Easy enough to break down what this card is, right? What's interesting about this card is that these are base abilities that you have. Now, usually in games that you play, you're like, oh, my character have a base ability, so every single time I play, I'm going to have this. That's not true. This is a kind of a once per turn thing you have as a base. So no matter what, let's say for instance, an enemy's coming in to attack me, right? I've got this 3 block. I can play that to block 3 damage. But as soon as I play that to block 3 damage, I flip this card. And when I flip this card, you get the other side of things. Now notice my hand size has shifted. And yeah, my health is still the same, but my hand size has shifted. It goes from 5 to 4. So this now I take on this persona of Dark Lord for Wellerman, and it's exhausted. And whenever a delusion token is discarded, you may discard and I get this ability. Whenever a delusion or delusion token is discarded, you may discard the top card of your deck. If it is a weakness card, you may purge 1 or heal 1, and these are keywords that are on there. At the end of the round, I flip this back over and I get it back. So it's not a one and done for the whole game, but it's one and done for the turn. Does that make sense? So you have to basically play this. You have to think about how you want to play this card. Each character also comes with potential for 4 different support characters. These are like pets. And if anyone says Marvel United pets, I see you. No, but these are pets that you get. So this is the base support character for Wellerman. However, you can use any other pet that you want. You don't have to use this one. And if you notice, this pet increases my hand size by 1. So the pet works the same way. What they are, you get a set. Each pet comes with their set of support cards. Each character comes with their set of cards. You put the 2 together. So remember, I called this game a semi-deck construction deck building game. Well, you will semi-deck construct and deck build, but there's also deck construction that comes in because when the game starts, you start off with 150 experience points that you can use to build the deck anywhere you want if you don't want to use the base deck, and you can choose from the set of cards from all the different ones, spending the XP on them. I'm going to flip over a card so you can understand how that works in a second. Yes, you can flip your hero to different sides for different abilities. Correct, Michael. Correct. So it sets itself up to that effect. But your support pet comes into play, and your support pet works the same. Yes, it's very close for that. And your support pet comes in the same way, right? So notice the ongoing effect. Whenever you play an Omanodon card, flip the card to exhaust it. So you flip this card to exhaust it. When you flip it over, he even gets a new ability that's on there. So you've got 2 sets on there. You've got, and notice my hand size changed from 1 to 2. So you've got 2 hands, so you've got 2 sides of this, and he is exhausted. It says ID exhaust on there, but he still has this ability. When you reveal, you cycle 2, which means you can discard up to 2 cards from your hand to draw that many cards. So you can flip and exhaust both your pet, or sorry, your support, I won't say pet, your support and your main character, but remember that's once per round. and then they will flip back over, and when you start a new round, you keep going. Makes sense? So just to kind of let you know how these two work, there are four main characters that you'll get to choose from, and there are four supports, and you can mix and match. You can use their base deck. I'll say it again. You can use their base deck that comes with them, or you can spend the 150 XP to build your own. Ta-da! Look at that. Amazing. Each card, let's flip over the card. Ooh, perfect. That's a good one to start with, and this is a good one. Okay. He's offended if he calls it my pet. So there are two types. So this is basically your support pet's deck or cards, right? Notice that it has an XP cost on it. So if you're going to be doing your deck building, right, you have 150 XP to start with. This is what you spend to build your deck, to build those things out, and you get to add them in. All right. Supports, if you notice, the art is gorgeous and amazing and beautiful, but they only are doing one thing, which is supporting you, or aka boosting you, right? So if you notice in that top left corner, you see +2. So if I play a card that gives me, and I'll show you that in a second, if I play a card that does a specific number, if I play this card, I'm boosting it by +2. And this is a support basic, right? So I'm boosting it by +2. That seems pretty straightforward. Okay, let's get into the meat of this bad boy, which are these cards. So on these cards, top left, this is an explore, so I can spend 2 to explore. If you notice on the side of it, you'll see like those 3 lines on the side of the 2. That is range. So if we take a look on this board, you'll notice over here, you'll see this is range 1, range 2, and range 3. So that means this will let me explore within range 2. So playing that card, I can explore range 1 or range 2, but I cannot explore range 3. Makes sense? So if I want to do an explore action, that's what it'll do. So I'll play this card to do an explore. If there's called alternative path, if there's any abilities that come with this card, it will be in that green area. Now you notice at that bottom, there is a boost number. So let's say, for instance, and let me see if I could find a good one. Green. This is a good one. Okay. So let's say, for instance, we play this one. So we have this card. Notice that in green it says resolve. You may put or move 1 delusion token to any sector. And I'll talk about what those are in a second. But let's say I play this. Okay, I'm going to play 2 because I want to explore. Cool. Then what I can do is I can play this card only for its bottom ability, not for anything else, only for its bottom ability. So you're only playing, I can't say, hey, I'm going to do 4. That's not how this works. It says I'm going to do 2, and then I can play the bottom ability to boost it +1. And if I play this, because the dark area tells me what else I get, +1 to explore at mid-range. So that means if there's a card here, a raid card in mid-range, and I play this to do 2 explore to it, and I play this to do 3, now it's 4 because I'm at mid-range. Makes sense? Any questions, ask. I will answer all your questions. We've also got Didac, Laya, and Patrick in the chat that they can answer those as well. I can also, you don't just play one card, I can also say, hey, I'm going to boost it some more. So I'm going to boost it +2. So this +2, because this is a support card only, I can say, okay, I'm going to boost it +2. So now it's 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 to explore mid-range. Seems pretty straightforward, right? Nothing too crazy. I also can, if this thing here comes in, if I don't have anything to play and I just say, hey, I want to do an explore, I could do 1 and then boost 1, 2, 3 if it's mid-range, 4, and then do that to boost it up. And then as soon as I do that, I flip this over because I exhausted. So dual purpose cards, sort of. Yes, Cynthia, that is correct. So there are dual purpose cards to set those out. Search. We've got attack cards work the same way. Basically, if you're going to attack something, you're attacking within a specific range. This one is a mid-range card, and you can attack and then boost the attack. The co-op side of this game comes in with boosting and blocking. So it's up to 4-player co-op, and if you say, okay, well, I'm going to explore this. Can anybody boost me? All right, well, sure, I can boost you. Or, hey, an enemy's attacking me. Okay, um, well, instead of boosting, I'm going to play one of my blue cards to block for you. So the only time you can play cards outside of your turn is if you're blocking or boosting. I mean, it seems to gel itself well. I'm seemingly very happy to have held off on some other things to see more of this. Yeah, yeah. So I mean, it plays itself out pretty well for what it's trying to do. So people are like, okay, well, that's cool. How does the rest of the board work? So basically, you have this set of cards that you'll be told how to set the game up for your raid. And how this works, if anyone has played, and forgive me, I have to compare it to another game so that people can see how it flows. If anyone has played Marvel Legendary, this is kind of that flow. So what? But it's a little bit more expanded than that. So I'm not going to have it say, oh, it's just like it. It's just the flow of it. How this works is it's in a snake pattern. So things will, if you notice, the numbers are kind of moving and moving. So things will come in on this side. Basically, raid cards will come in on this side, then they will go down and head over to the left, then they'll come down and head over to the right. When I say it's like legendary, it's that they move off the board, right? So it's basically they're coming in, moving, doing bad things to you, having bad effects, and then moving off the board back into the raid deck. So we don't want them to go back into the raid deck. We want to defeat them so they can give us points. Let's reveal one of these cards so you can see what I'm talking about. So this is, ooh, that's a good card. Ooh, this is a great card to do an example for. Let me see if there's another one. All right, perfect. Cool, cool, cool. Okay, so we've got multiple types of cards. There are 4 types of cards. There are skull cards, which are enemies. Let me see if I can find an enemy card real quick. There we go. There we go. So there are 4 types of cards. There are enemy cards. There are event cards. There are location cards, and then this is the wild card. This could be any one of the 3. Enemies, you know they're going to be enemies, and these are the enemy sets. So they're going to punch you in the face for 2. They have a shielding of 3, so if you want to cut through this bad boy, it has 12 health, but you gotta do 3 plus to do damage. I played this 20 years ago on my Nokia. Where's the question? Are there limits to boosting? No, there are no limits to boosting. You can boost, but you will want to limit your boosting because you can only play what's in your hand. Now remember, I'll get to turn order. I don't want to get ahead of myself. So basically, these enemy cards, if you defeat the enemy, you will get 10 XP at the end of the mission. You will get 10x. You count up all the XP, and that's how much XP you have to spend. So beating them is helpful. This one has 3 block. So to do it damage, you got to do 4 damage to it. Right? It has 12 health. Woof, that's pretty hard. So you gotta work with it. And when it punches you, it punches you if it is in close range, mid-range, long range. So it's going to punch you for 2 when it's in close range. It also has this threat. Vanish a plague enemy from the necropolis. So you're like, vanish? What the fuck does that mean? Vanish. These are words that make no sense. Oh, look. Wow, there is a thingy. There is a glossary back here that says vanish. When a card vanishes, it is placed face down again at the bottom of its source's deck. So this thing says, vanish a plague enemy from the necropolis, which means if you've defeated enemy, take a card from here and place it face down back in the raid deck. So it's basically taking points away from you as it plays. Very into it. The nomenclature on the keywords, you're going to have to just use this for a little bit until you get used to it. But by and large, they're renames of things that you've heard before. When you get to locations need to be explored. So first things first, you must reveal the location, and basically to reveal the location, you have to pay the cost that's down here. So if you want to reveal a location, you have to explore it. So if it's all the way up here, and I'll put this back on the deck. If it's all the way up here, it costs 9 to flip this over. As it's moving down, the cost is going down, the cost is going down, the cost is going down. And then when you feel like, so you determine when you're going to play it. Yeah, I told you, Steve. I told you you're going to like this game. But as it's moving, the cost to reveal it is going down. So these enemies, when they come out like this. And you're like, what type of enemy is that? I don't know, but I got to pay 9 if I want to see what it is. So you got to determine when and how you want to deal with them. And then when you do pay that cost, you flip them over and then you deal with them. For this location, when you flip it over, let's say you pay the cost to explore it to reveal it. You then come up to, you flip the card over and you see this and it says ongoing, immovable. After you explore this location, that's a little typo there, Laya, for y'all to catch. After you explore this location, you may remove one time counter of any revealed storm event. We'll get to storms in a second. However, notice these dice. Yes, there are dice in the game. There are dice in the game, and I'm probably going to have to roll them when I play them. Oh, the art is amazing. So after you reveal it, you have to then explore it again. And when you do, you roll these dice. Locations are usually how you complete missions. There might be other things that you have to do to complete missions. The only one that I played early on with the team was mission 1, which is to do it. So you'll get these dice once you explore and you roll the dice, which is over here. Based on what you roll, these tracks move. So for instance, this one says, hey, roll these 4, right? So the black dice you get are the dice. These dice here determine there's only two things on these. There's either that or that throughout the entire dice. I think there may be a blank. Nope, it's all just those 2. So when you have those 2, if you roll an X, this is your track that'll move, and I'll talk about that in a second. We're going to hit this next. If you roll this symbol, this track moves, which leads to bad things. So we'll get to all that. Be patient. The other things that you roll here, once again, this can help with X, with boop. Oh, am I hitting the wrong number? With that movement. And then there's this symbol that's on here. And that's a new symbol for me. So y'all have to say what that one is. Here we go. Whenever the event meter limit is reached, this is a specific priority. This is money. I know this is money. I can't remember what that one is. It's unlocked. Maybe it's a treasure. Maybe that's a treasure. I can't remember. So forgive me. But they can say in the chat. I had not run into that card, so I didn't. However, you get money. There are 3 types of currency in this game. These are the 3 types of currency. So after you finish and you add up your XP, you also get that amount of currency. Oh, it's a loot card. Thank you so much, Didac. Thank you. Yes, so when you draw that symbol, you get a loot card, which is a treasure card. There are 3 types of currency that are in this game that you'll use to buy things. I don't want to jump the gun on that, so just if you roll that, that's how much money you collect and you hold on until the end of the mission, right? So there's the 3 types of currency that you can get. Good stuff, good stuff, good stuff. When you're doing explores, and you're drawing and you're rolling X's, this track moves down per each X that you draw. When it gets here, you then flip this quest card and do what it says. Some missions say, hey, you got to do this specific quest, so therefore you have to keep rolling those dice and exploring until you flip the quest that you need to be able to play what's there. You can start this game off in 3 modes. This is the Steve mode, so if you want to Steve the game. This is the normal mode, and then this is the easy mode if you want to Canje the game. So you get to play, whichever mode you want will put you closer towards your goal, right? Or more that you have to do to work through things. On this track over here, once again, if you want to play hard mode, if you want to Steve the game, you could play hard mode to do this, or normal mode, or easy mode if you need to. If this track moves down and it ever gets here, you draw a threat card and deal with the fun that that does. So this is what you're looking for, kind of positive effect. This is, oh no, we're all gonna die in a flaming pile card deck that's on here, which can cause bad things or negative effects potentially to get placed in your deck, things like that that'll hurt you. But exploring so far, looking around for the one mission that I did by far is what you get, right? The next type of card, this is an event card, fire and forget card. So you flip this over, and this is an event card that says Indiana Drone. So event, it's an ally. So you do get allies in this game that you'll build out. And it says activate. You may explore any revealed location for free. Woohoo! So when you activate this, it has that, you see that purple 3? That's a counter on it. So you could use this 3 times and then it's gone. This card is basically vanquished or vanished back to the bottom of the deck. And it's gone. There's no cost on it. It just gets built in. So it's set to go. Steve mode with no explanation at all. I know. So it'd be incredible if it's set to that. So that's event. And then these cards can be any of the 3. This is the wild card. It could be any of these 3. You don't know until you flip it over. Hey, look, a sandstorm. Isn't that wonderful? It's got a 4 counter on it, and it says ongoing. You cannot reveal hidden cards adjacent to this card. So if this card's here, I don't know what these 2 things are, and that's not good. It's not good. It's not good. That's not good at all. So I need to do, and it will punch me in close range. Basically, the storm is beating me up, and I gotta cut this thing down to be able to do it. So that's how that sets up. So these are the 4 card types that you will see in this game. There's a whole different set of them. There's with card games, there's a bazillion cards for you that you'll get to choose. Treasure, as you get through, you get to keep, and it does stuff. Like this one gets +1 defense. And what's really cool about these treasures, if you notice in the top right, you see you can sell them for that cost. So you get 2 purples or 4 of those different credits. What's really cool about this game, too, is that these things build onto the picture. See, if I put it here that it lines up, but not only does it line up with what's there, so now instead of a 3, it's a 4 for a shield to go with no additional effect. Notice how it's blending into the picture. You see that? So you're kind of, this is an artistic license that's on here, that's set up. If you get more attack, the attack will be on this side so you can see, and same thing with the explorer, but you'll get those different things in there as well. But it builds out a really nice picture that you get to see. Quest cards, when you take a look at them, they'll have some text. I'm zoomed out far from so no spoilers just yet, but you'll be able to see what's there for you to do what you need to do to accomplish your mission. We've talked about threats. These are bad things that hurt you based off the threats that you get, the raids, treasure, quests. This game is basically a played over a series of chapters. How it works is that there are, and team, please make sure I get this right. There are, in the base game, there are 3 episodes, each with 3 chapters each, or acts. So 3 episodes with 3 acts, or 3 acts with 3 chapters. Sorry, my brain. 3 acts with 3 chapters in the base game. And the reason why they went that way is because the team has planned out a lot. 2 of 3 acts. 2 of 3 acts, yes. The team has planned out, they have ideas, they already have ideas to expand this world bigger and bigger. However, this is their first crowdfunding, so you got to make sure that you deliver on time. If you've noticed their schedule, they have an aggressive schedule, so therefore they want to make sure that they can deliver, get the games into your hands, and then, if you and then build off of that as the acclaim builds up. Okay, I believe I've covered, these are my delusion tokens that are here. So some cards let me place delusion tokens. When you place them, hey look, you get to place them in the slot that's here, and then you can use their effect in the slot that they're placed. So this can also go with some kind of things to set up traps, set up things that will help you fight stuff. All right, I know that enemy's coming. it's coming around and I can hit it really hard, but let me leave this token here. And when it gets here, I can fire and then do stuff. So you can, those are, each character has 3 tokens and their tokens do different things. Each character is different. Don't say, oh, it's just the art, the cool art's going to be different. Each character plays differently, and it depends on how you play your character that does stuff. There is one character that I played, and she allowed me to re-roll dice. So, like I said, there are different ways to play it, and her support pet was pretty cool. Okay, I think I've explained a lot. I spent a pretty decent chunk of time. Are there any questions? I know the team's in there. Is there a difference in cost to flip based on the act it states or the back? You can use Morlin is yeah, Morlin is awesome. So Yogi asked a question. Let me find it. Here it is. Is there a difference in cost to flip based on the act it states on the back, or can I use opaque sleeves to be shocked? Totally answer this later as I'm skipping. Gotcha, gotcha. And it looks like Laia answered your question. Okay. All right, so we're ready to play this bad boy, right? Here we go. First thing we do, we shuffle all decks. Let's just give all decks a shuffle. All decks are getting shuffled. Let's just shuffle them all up. They all need to be shuffled right away. I'll shuffle mine as well. Let's build up. All right. I know there's one thing I did forget, but I'll talk about it as we play out because it'll get revealed as we're playing. There is one thing I did forget, but I will talk about it. I would like to know, is there a lot of variation in the decks we can build? Yes. You get to pick a ship. You get to pick allies that get shuffled into the deck. You get, which you'll see the ship and the allies. You get to pick an enemy that is hunting you, as well as the enemy ship that gets shuffled into the deck. You get to pick your deck build that you want to do. So based on a set cost, so 150 XP to build that out as well. Yeah, the die thing you'll see. Yeah, you'll see as I play, or I'll die very quickly. You know me. So shuffle all decks except the secret deck, which is this one. I shouldn't have shuffled that. That's probably a bad idea. No, this is the secret deck. Sorry. So I don't shuffle that. And the chapters deck, I didn't need to shuffle. I think I shuffled this one. Oh, the secret deck's up here. So I don't shuffle the secret deck. I don't shuffle the chapter deck, which I did not, but I shuffled everything else, even that. And then it says, put the top 4 cards of the raid card in long range. So basically we'll do 6, 7, 8, and 9. So off the bat, the only clues you know is that there are 2 enemies that are going to be in this. There is an event, and then, right? A thing. If I want to reveal the thing, I gotta do 9. If I want to reveal the enemy, I gotta spend 8. If I want to reveal the event, 7, 6. You get the point. So we do that to do that setup. Then read the prologue. Here we go. Sangrila. Prologue, Act 1, Side A. Oh, Sangrila. No one is left who has seen with their own eyes the glory that for centuries has made your name unforgettable. If they ever know her, it is only because of the legend that remains of you. As time went by, the abundance that once courted you simply disappeared. Your children, as if swallowed by the sand that covers your complexion, disappeared. Only the ruins remain as witnesses of the life and joy that lived in you, of the celebration and festivities, as well as the adversities and sorrows that you have experienced. Without souls, Sangrila is nothing more than a loose desert. The Chronicles of Lidabert, Xylur. So then flip it over. 2,000 years ago, the Sandlir civilization vanished without a trace. Similarly, with the passage of time, their capital, Sangrila, was reduced to sand and shambles. Throughout this time, the mystery of their disappearance, shrouded in an aura of mystery, have been linked to the use of a relic of great power. To the surprise of many, 3 signals have recently been received from its surface. Signals that, according to records, coincide with an ancient technology used by the Sandliers. Like so many others, your crew is headed there in search of the lost city and the power hides within. Reveal Chapter 1. So we come up here to the chapter deck, grab it, flip it, and reveal it. Mission main quest, part 1. Desert signals. After landing on the desert planet, you head north following the trail of the 3 signs. When you see the horizon, you see a thick cloud of dust is heading towards your position. While you look for a place to take refuge, you give notice. Raid team to mothership. A sandstorm is approaching. Stay in the air, under no circumstances land on the surface. Place this card in the shared play area as your main quest. Find the so we need to for the main quest we need to get 3 points on this to find the origin of the 3 signals. So we need to find the 3 signals somewhere in this quest deck. We need to find the 3 signals, and remember, this gets shuffled. So once we find those 3 signals, that's main quest done. There are side quests that you can go on this game, but that is the main quest for us to do. So that means when we get to events or locations and exploring or different things that have us do different things, we'll track this down, and once we do enough, we reveal one, and that could put one on here. The thing that I wanted to make sure to mention when people are like, oh, how long is this a campaign? How long it is? Each story has 3 acts. Once those 3 you continue going through those 3 acts, which I believe Didac told me that each act could probably around, for a pro player who knows all the rules, whoever has everything down, it's about an hour. But for people who are learning or still kind of making sure are playing multiplayer, it's going to take a little bit longer. Once you finish that chapter, you then reset everything and play the next chapter. So they're not saying that there is, oh, this is a 10 billion hour campaign. Nope. Play through the 3 acts. You've done what you needed to do. Tear it all down, start over, basically. All right. So, hey, Chris. So our job is to get 3 signals on this quest card to complete this quest. I want to show y'all more, but I know you all want to see how this plays, right? So after we read that, we reveal a chapter and place it in the share, then you draw your hand and join the raid. So we're going to draw 5 cards. So I'll flip this, draw my 5. I need to go to the center of the board. Let me go to the center of the board. Ooh, that's not friendly. And put it here. There we go. That's a lot better. So you can see what's here. So this is what I drew. So I've got a block card, Airborne Distraction. I've got that alternate path. Okay, so I can put or move a dilution token to any sector. So I've got that if I block. I got Your Missed Dance, which is an attack card, and I got, so good mix. A little bit, 1 attack card, 2 explorers, and 2 that's set on there. I got my buddy with me if I need him. And we're solid. So we're ready to begin the game. This is how the game starts. So we go through a set of phases, and this is how this lines up. So it's basically a main phase, initiate, increase, and resolve any actions. Then we get the scenario. So the main phase is me. I get to do anything. I get to take turns, do whatever I need to do, play cards, be cool. The scenario phase where the game responds, where the game plays, and then I get a second main phase where I can do more stuff because the game did stuff. Then I can discard down, draw my hand size, do any upkeeps, and rinse and repeat. So you have to go with a 6 hand. Oh, that's right, because I'm at 5, and then Buddy Amanodon gave me +1, so I should be at 6. You are correct. So once again, pretty even keel across the board. Thank you so much, Patrick. So it's I have a hand size of 5 + 1, 6. Yep, you are correct. So let's see. Where was I? My brain went numb. Oh yes, turn order. So basically the main phase is, so first turn, main phase is me. Okay, so what do I want to do? I've got these cards in my hand where I can pay 9, 8, 7, or 6 of something, of anything at all, to try to figure out what these are. Seems a little expensive for 9 to 6. There's an enemy there, but I'm gonna hang on. I know I got some. I have 1 long range card, so I can play this card if I want, to do 2 and then boost my life away to try to build this up. But I'm not gonna do that. I'm gonna chill out and wait. So my main phase, I'm not gonna do anything this main phase. I'm just gonna pass. That's not always going to be the case. So don't be like, oh, I will always do that. Nope. Then we go to the scenario phase. Revealed cards activate. Enemy status abilities activate if they're going to do. Resolve attacks. Remove the time counters if needed. And then we advance effects. So the advance means this is going to move down here. These will move over. And then we'll draw the next one off the top of the raid deck to put here. Ooh, now the enemy's within range 5. Okay. After that, we check if anything's in imminent danger of leaving. You know, we check the threat threshold if there's any threat that's going to be a problem for us. So far we're good. And then we take our second main phase. So now this thing's in a 5. Not bad, not bad. So if I could spend 5 of something, I can probably do it. Well, look at this bad boy. This is a 3. I can flip my hand, especially since my term's going to be up soon. And it's at mid-range. So basically, but it's not an explore action that I'm taking. Ooh, do I want to move that enemy a little bit closer? If I move that enemy closer, it'll be at a 4, and I could deal with a 4. Ooh. So you see, now you get into that think space of, do I want to spend 5 to do something? The game's turn's over, right? And then we'll go into the next round, which will give me another phase after we do the end of turn effects. Do I want to flip an enemy right now? Not really. This is just going to be a chill turn for me. Not really. I should so you can see, but I'm going to wait till it gets down to 4. So I'll chill out until it gets down to 4. I'm going to try to play smart. And then, is it equal or are we modifying it? You have to boost it. You have to get equal number. So if you're doing like, if I want to flip this card over, I need to spend 5 points to do it. So I could do like this 3, and then, but then all I'm doing is boosting, right? Do I want to spend these 1 boost? If I had my support card, I probably would be more inclined to do it, because I do 3, boost card, flip. That's 5. So R3 defense plus card to boost plus defense. Right. Which would be the 5 that you spend to do it. Now, here's the reason why you have to be careful of card spend. Let's say I burn all my cards in main phase. The enemy will then take their turn, and if one attacks me, I have no cards to defend myself. So, yay. Right? I think I'm going to play it smart and wait till next round. I'm going to play it smart. So, I'll skip my second main phase. So I can optionally discard any amount of cards I want from my hand and then draw until I have up to my hand size. Then upkeep, end of turns effects if there are any. Untap any things that were tap. Tap means exhausted, right? So if I had exhausted these 2, I'd flip them back over. And then we go back to our main phase. So once again, we've got our main phase, which is my turn. Well, this is still at 5. Yeah, so far this is still at 5. We haven't revealed anything for things to be too crazy. So I'm going to skip my main. I'm just going to say, then this will shift. I mean, it just starts moving in mechanically, right? Farron, thank you so much for subscribing. This comes over. This will come in. All right, so then it goes to my second main phase, where now, yeah, the impending snake of doom. So now this is 4. I can work with a 4. I can work with a 4 spot. So let's go ahead and do... So this is a 3. I don't want to boost shields. Explorers are important, and it's an enemy, so I need to be able to attack. So let me spend this card. So I'll do the 3 and 1, flipping this to make it a 4, right? So that's my 4. I get to reveal. When I reveal, I see... Oh, great. I thought I shuffled this. So let's go. First enemy up. Fun. Threat. To reveal, it has to be an explore action. Thank you. So it has to be an explore action. So it's 1. So now I'll do 2. Actually, I could play it this way. I'll do 2, and then these 2 here. You can put or move 1 delusion token in any sector. I'm gonna put you, because this is the second phase, I'm gonna put you here. And it is 2. Remember, and then I'll play this to boost +1 when I'm exploring mid-range, so that's 4. So I would discard those 2 cards. So I wouldn't have used that. So you have to explore to do it. Exploring. Thank you. Then when that thing does its threat ability that resolves when the card leaves the raid line as a result of the advance effect, whether hidden or revealed. So when this thing leaves the line, it's going to do that thing to me, which isn't too bad. But it's going to hit me for 2, so I need to be careful. I still got a turn since this is second phase. Let's do mid-range. Ooh, I could boost here. But my attack is hot garbage over on this side. So let's do an attack of 2 because it's at mid-range. And then we'll play this one to boost it. So this is 2. I don't get this bottom, but I do get the bottom here. So that's 2, 3, 4. So that's 4. Well, this thing has a shielding of 3. So guess what I do? I hit it for 1. And that will be what I do there. I've got 2 cards left for defense. You're not going to move because this is the second phase. And I could block if I need to. So far we're okay. Okay. So that's the second phase. Then we do discard down. I'm going to keep those 2 and then just draw up to my hand size, which is 6. And I got my boost card. Oh, it's going down for real, lady. So then upkeep, end of turn effects. This is not an end of turn effect. So then we will ready and untap everything. And then it will be my turn again. Okay, we want to kill her. Oh, man. I could boost. That will just make that a 2, so that seems pointless. So it's either a 2 here or a 2 here. So let's go ahead and hit her again. We'll do 2, and this time I will boost it. And when I boost, whenever you play a card, flip this card over to exhaust it. So I have to do this, and once revealed, I can discard up to 2 cards from my hand to draw that many cards. Yeah, let's discard these 2 to draw 2. Oh, another boost. Yes. Boost it again. So that's 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So you block 3, so I hit you for. So you take 3, so you're at 4. 4 of 12. Okay. Then we discard down. All right. And that's end of my main phase 1. All right, reveal card activation. You can only. I did exhaust. It's exhausted. Yeah, it's exhausted. When you play support, you have to exhaust it. Oh, I see. That's odd. So you can't play 2 boost cards at the same time. Oh, he only lets you boost once. See, I'm learning. I'm learning too. So it wouldn't have been 6. It would have been 2, 3, 4. So it would have only been 1. I see. Sorry. Like I said, I may mess up. It's going to be okay. I promise. Ooh, fell through the card. Boop, boop, boop. So, there you go. Alright, so I draw 2 cards, so I have this. But you can boost with any other cards. I just can't do it once it exhausts sets. Gotcha. Okay. So, I didn't have the card I really wanted. Like, there's an attack card that lets me use this, which is what I wanted. But, let's do with enemy revealed card activation. So this one only attacks me. If you look at the top left, it only attacks me at close range. So it's not going to attack me right now. Okay. Then we'll do enemy status active effects if there are any. resolve attacks, remove the time counter if there's any, then we do the advance effect. So you're going to move here, 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 here. Oh, look, finally something that I need. All right, so it'll do that. Then it's main phase 2. All right, it's time to explore. Let's explore and flip this guy. And this, no, that might be, I bet you this is Sandstorm. I enjoy pain. Let the pain begin. So we'll do 2, and then, but you can boost with any other cards. So it's 2. Because this guy's exhausted, I can't boost again from what you're saying. I gotta wait then. That gives me +1 to block. This is 2, that would be 3. This will be 4. Let's burn the deck so we can see what's there. YOLO! So let's do that. So that's 2, 3, 4. Yeah, so that's 2, 3, 4 to explore. So let's go ahead and flip the 4. Event, Sandstorm. You cannot reveal hidden cards adjacent to this card. Thank you. Thank you, game. I appreciate it. I didn't want to do that anyway. So it's an ongoing effect. And that is the timer that's on it. And it's going to hit me for 3 when it comes close range. And more strategic choices. So then it goes... So I do that to explore. Cool. For my second phase. And then we'll discard down. I'm gonna hang on to that because I want to kill her when the time comes. Drop to our hand size. So my hand size now is 5, 6, 7 because this is flipped over. So we'll drop to 7, so I'll draw 6. And when this runs out, flip it over. Reshuffle. So what I got? 3 more to draw. Cool. Upkeep, end of turn effects if there are any. Nope. And we untap everything. And then we kick it. Question team. When I untap and I go, if I have the 7 cards in my hand from a hand drop, do I have to discard down to 6? Or do I keep the 7? That's what I'm talking about. That's what I want. Okay, so... Yeah, I can't reveal this card. Keep the 7, okay. So this is the tough part. I can't reveal this, which I probably don't want to. I can hit you. So this is my main phase 1. So initiate, increase, and resolve actions. So let's hit her again. If I play this, my token is at the wrong sector. I need to be able to place a token in her sector. So that I can do some really cool stuff. So this is decision space time. I can't explore this because of the storm, which probably would have been the greatest thing to do. And the block cards are what let me move tokens, right? Yeah, that'll help me fight her. So let's skip the main phase. This is me thinking, let's skip the main. I'm thinking here. Let's skip the main phase. We'll do revealed card activation. So this thing will go to reveal card activation, enemy status, activate abilities, resolve attack, remove time counter. So this counter will go to 2 if I think of that correctly. I believe the time counters go to 2. Boop, boop. The counter is removed from its time value if there are none left. Card vanishes. Okay, so 3. The storm's getting weaker, so this goes to 2. And when this gets to 1, it's gonna get put back into this deck. So it goes to 2. Then we advance. I need it to hit me. Go here, 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 here. Draw here. She's coming, and I need to hit her more before she hits me. And I need to get one of these tokens here. So now the strategy is, how do I get my token over here to do it? How do I... Can I explore? It's 2...
3, 4. That's 4. I could boost with the shield to make it 5. That's what we're going to have to do. So I'm going to do 2 to explore. 3, and if I explore mid-range, 4. And then let's just use this shield one to make it 5 to flip this. Please don't be bad. And you let me put or move 1 delusion token to any sector when I resolve this. So 5. Awesome! So remember I told you that there's some enemies that are kind of coming to kick you in the face? This is the plague enemy. Yep. Fun times. Canje lock. So, however, that does let me place 1 here, which is what I need. Discard these down, and then we're gonna boost all heaven to cut through that nonsense. So then let's do what we do best. So we're gonna play this attack card for 2. And it says you may discard up to 1 delusion token at the same sector to double the initial value of this card. Bink. So we will discard that. This becomes a 4. Take that. That becomes a 4. Do this. 5. And attacking at mid-range 6. And we're going to use Oh Monkey Boy to do 7, 8. Flipping him over. Drawing 2 cards. So that's 8 damage that I can do. Yeah, because but you can boost, so you can't play 2 boost cards at the same time. So that's 8. Can I make it a 10? I think I can make it a 10. Yeah, so I'm going to play this. So that's 2, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, attacking mid-range 10. So that's 10 damage. You block 3, right? You block 3, so that's 7 damage inbounds. That's 5, 6, 7. And then we'll just get rid of these and just make one of these a 3. 2, 3, and make that a 3. So we've got you at 9 of 12. Discarding the other 2 by cycle effects. Yes. So... Oh, you're right. Yep, I gotta do this because I gotta cycle 2 to draw 2. Yep. I gotta cycle 2 to draw 2. Gotta spend money to make money. So we did 10 to this, so we have it at 9 of 12. Cool. Discard that down. Oh boy. So that was my second main phase. Then I have no cards in hand because I did everything I was supposed to. I have to kill her now or she's going to punch me in the face. So we're going to draw up to our hand size. My hand size is 5, 6, 7. So we'll draw... There's only 6 in hand. Flip. Rotate. Draw 1 for 7. So we've got 7. No defense cards. Because, yay, untap. Then it's my turn. Okay, main phase. I have to kill her now because she's going to come down and smack me in the mouth. So I've got her at 9 of 12. So I just need to do 3 damage, which means I need to do 6 damage to her. That's a 2/2, so that doesn't matter. And I could only boost once. We need no defense. Do we? Alright, so main phase 1. Let's go ahead and see if we could take her out, because she's going to smack me for 2. This person here is going to beat my face off. But we got to deal with what we got to deal with, right? Right. And you only attack close range. Yeah, I played that right. Okay, so let's see. We're going to do the twofer. I'm so sad that I don't have any attack on this card. You guys are mean. All right, so 2 here. I have to boost it. Flip. I'm going to discard 2 cards for sure. Let's do... Ooh, I can put it down. Oh, maybe I don't. Maybe I don't. Oh, sorry. No, we haven't got there to take that down. Maybe I can explore to do another token. Nope, I don't have a card to do the token. Then I could do the token to flip the... To discard 2 cards, then be able to do... Ooh, this could work. This could work. Okay, so... Let's do another event because that's always healthy for me. Let's see if I can make 6 on an explore. 2. This is long. I got to do the long range. Yeah, that's long range. 2. That's mid range. Oh man. So that would be 2, 3, 4, 5. I'm 1 shy because they're not close. Ooh. All right, I gotta trust in the force here. So let's see what we got. Let's see what's gonna happen. I'm gonna pass the main phase. Reveal card activation. Enemy status next. Activate abilities. Nope, that's if you leave play. That's if you leave play. Okay, so resolve any attacks the enemy doing. She's not gonna attack me right now. Remove counter, so this is going to go from a 2 to a 1. Then advance effect. So you're not going to attack me, you're just going to move here. You're going to come here, here, here. All right, let's see if we can make some magic happen this round. So we'll do... I'm going to explore this one for 5. So we'll do 2. And it's mid-range. And it's mid-range. So what do we got? We got 2, 3, 4. This would be a 6er. 5, 6. Yeah. So that would be enough for this enemy. If I want. And that'll let me place the token where I want. So let's do... Alright, this is wishing on a star here. So I'm going to flip this enemy for the 6. I'll flip this enemy for the 6. The Cursed Crew. If this leaves, I'll suffer another weakness. Okay, that's going to hit for that. I can explore long range. Yes, that's long range. But I can explore long range. Take a look. 2, long range. So that lets me do it. So that's 2. Oh, you're right. That is mid-range. Oh, biscuits. You're right. I have to flip this one. Drone Quixote. So I guess a 3 counter activate. You may purge 1 or heal 2 to any Wellerman main character. So let's put... You're right. You're absolutely right. That is long range. So we'll do that one. Discard these. All right. So when I discard, I get to put a token. Then... I should have boosted first instead of doing that. I should have boosted. Instead of doing this, I'll do the boost. I'll spend the boost, which flips this. That'll let me discard these 2 to draw 2. And there it is. Boom. So we do that. Discarding this token. So that'll make this a 4. 5, sadly, because that's mid-range. 6. So that's 6. So that's 6 minus 3, which is 3, right? So that puts us at 6 plus 5, 11, plus 1, 12. Good night, nurse. Woo! That worked. That was gonna chafe. That one was gonna chafe. All right. So when we beat a creature, what we do is we take them and we put them into the necropolis, because at the end of the game, that's the XP that we're gonna get for beating them. And then we discard.
I only got one hand, one card in my hand that I can't do. So I let them advance, and then, yeah, I let them advance. So that was my, well, that was my second phase, right? Yeah, that was my second phase. So I let them advance, and then I'm going to discard my entire hand and draw 5, 7, 6, flip. And you do get to deck build in this game, but it does it after the mission. Okay, so then upkeep, untap, we're good, ready, let the party start. So then it goes to my turn. Okay, so this location is what we need to do to get to where we need to get to. The sandstorm's about to go away. I can activate this to purge one. Let's see what purge does. Purge. You may vanish X weaknesses cards from your discard pile for any player. Ooh, but I don't have any weaknesses, but I will. So we're defending, but we still need to explore. So as you can see, due to me drawing every enemy in the game to start, I've just been kind of... but here's a location that I really want to explore so I can start moving this quest down. However, you know how I play and how I roll, right? So this is gonna go away. That'll go away and get put back at the bottom of the deck. You're not going away, and you'll go away to heal me way before this thing comes up, so that's no fun. Alright, so what do we want to do? Let's take a look at our hand. We can explore. Alright, I've got blast level power again. What's your shielding? Your shielding is a 2. Oh yeah, we're gonna eat your face. So let's do. You can put or move one delusion token in any sector. So let's start working on this guy. Oh, I can hit him right now. I got a token there. Ooh, shabab. Okay, so let's go ahead and play this. So I'll discard this token to make this a 4. Mid-range 5, 6. Mid-range 7, 8. I mean, why not? 9, 10. Flip monkey. Discard 2. We'll do you and you. So draw 2. Oh, look at that. Let's see if we could take you out. All right, so we've got 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. You take 10 damage, my good man. You like apples? How you like them apples? So let's take care of that problem. And you're not going to advance far enough. You attack close range. Yeah, you're not going to advance far enough for me to care. So let's go ahead and discard these. That was actually a pretty good play. I'm kind of proud of myself a little bit. I'm gonna give myself a little bit of a good job. Good job. So that's 10. Then that's going to end my main phase. So then let's go to scenario phase. Revealed card activation. Enemy status. Activate abilities. Resolve attack. And then remove a time counter. Alright, so this time counter is used up. This is going to be vanquished, so it's going to get put at the bottom of the deck. Yeah, because that said when the timer runs out, you vanish, right? When the timer runs out, you vanish. Timers. A counter is removed from its time value. If there are none left, the card vanishes. Yep. So that's that. This one will go down to 2. And then we advance. So here. This is another enemy that I'm acting like I don't see. Let me do this, do that, do that, do that. How many enemies are in this deck? Please, cards. I want to get to this so I can explore so you can see this as well, so you can see the dice rolling. But we do that, then it's my main phase 2. Threat threshold. We're good. Imminent danger. Nope, we're not in any imminent danger. We don't have anything happening, so then this is my second phase. Hey, look, I can't do anything. So I have to, and this is the reason why you want to be careful between main phase and second, especially when things move. I'd love to hit this guy, but he's not going to move close enough for him to hit me. This might be a problem. So let's go ahead and just discard our hand and draw our 7 again. Lots of explore for me to do stuff with. Draw 1. All right. So lots of it for me to do stuff with. Refresh. And let's see. All right, our job's to kill that guy, right? And I just need to do 4 damage to him. That's one of these cards if I can explore. So let's see if we can explore something. Another enemy. Because that's what I want in my life. I could spend 2 to reveal this guy. And y'all want to see enemies operate, so where is this guy? Should work. You could put a delusion token in any sector. So I'm going to spend 2 to reveal this enemy. And she can attack me, and she can lovingly attack me at where she is. Oh boy. Okay, so we'll do that. And I get to put a token here. I don't want... We might as well go ahead and finish this off. And then I'll play this card. And I have to boost it, right? I need to boost it here. And I'll spend one of these to boost it. So this is 4, 5, 6. You're going to block 2, which is 4. You're dead. Spending this. So, boom. So I killed this guy. So let's pull these off. You go into my victor pile. Okay. Discard this. And it's the enemy turn. This is going to be fun. Big fun. Big fun. Big fun. So, reveal card, activation, enemy status, activate abilities, resolve attack. So this creature can attack me. She's going to attack me for 2. Well, I'm going to block innately for my 3. Yep, I'm going to block innately for my 3. So when I do that, I flip this over. And then it says, whenever delusion token is discarded, you may discard the top card of your deck. If it's a weakness card, you may purge or heal 2. So I block 3. Uh-oh, what happened here? 1 second. 1 second. Why is that happening? Sorry, 1 sec. Something weird's happening. I don't know if y'all can still see me, but 1 sec. And then close. Yeah, this is being weird. 1 sec. Pop out. Move this over here. Okay. There we go. I should be back. Okay. I just had to... It was being weird. It was being really, really weird. Alright. So, there we go. Hopefully you can still see me. Everything's still good. We're back to normal. On my end. Alright, so you're going to attack me for 2. I did this to block, so I flip my card over. I block 3. And now I get this exhausted ability. So whenever a delusion token is discarded, I can get rid of weaknesses out of my deck. So that'll do that. You can purge 1, but I don't have any weaknesses. I could do the heal if I need to, so that's not a big deal. And this thing was supposed to tick down to 1, right? And then we advance after that. So you're coming down. You're moving over, you're moving over, you move it down, you move it down, you move it over, you move it over, and how many? I have to believe that all of the locations are at the bottom of the deck minus this one. I'm just gonna go with that effect. Can't say no. You gotta tell me what it is. Like give a thing of what's going on. No means nothing. Oh, I have to catch up to him. I have to catch up to him. Gotcha. Gotcha, gotcha. I don't move burning fuel. Oh, because it's not pushing it. Because it's not pushing it. That's why. That's why. Yes. That makes sense. Put this back. So this will come on here, but there was a gap here from when I killed the creature. So therefore, it would push it. So the game is pushing cards. I get it. 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 Yeah, can't say no. You gotta tell me what it is because there's a delay within chat. So you can just write out the full thing on what will happen. All right, so she wouldn't get pushed, but Drone Quixote would get pushed, and this is where things are. Then she's coming down next round, but she can still beat me up. Okay, so that's their phase. I get a second turn phase. Well, let's reveal some stuff. Hey, look, more enemies, but can I reveal that location? Let's see if we can reveal that location since this is the second. Yep, so we'll do that for 2. Within range, so that's 2. 3. I can only explore mid-range because that's 2, 3, 4. So that's 2, 3, 4, 5. Fine. Fine. Awesome. Because that's exactly what I want. Another one of those. Alright. Well, that's the end of my second phase. The second main phase, I then get to draw up to my hand size. This time my hand size is 4 plus 1, 5. So it's only 5 cards I'm drawing. Into my hand, untap, and we're ready to go again. Okay. I need the sniper. And I just keep drawing bad guys. So I shuffled this deck, and all of them are at the bottom. All right, we need to complete our objective. That's the bad part. Let's see. You all will not have to go through what I am right now. All right, you're gonna be a pain in my keister, aren't you? So you are 12 as well. All right, how do I get a token on you? Oh, when I did the Explorer, I was supposed to be able to drop a token. When I did the Explorer last turn, right? 1, 2. Yes, I was supposed to drop a token, and I didn't. So I had to put it there. And I got a boost card to do stuff. So let's do... I don't have my boost. I could do a 2, but I won't get the double effect. This does not look good for our hero. I can't explore because that's just a 2. Nothing's down in that avenue. That's not going to do anything for me. I could explore the 4, which is another enemy that I don't want to deal with. Lots of enemies, lots of problems. Let's do... That's a block. I can block with 2 to push this down. I don't think I'm going to do anything this turn. Yeah, I don't think I'm going to do anything this turn because I don't know how to respond to this just yet. So let's do reveal cards activate. Anything ongoing if this enemy deals damage. Nope. Nope. Activate ability, resolve attacks. You're going to hit me for 2. I'm actually going to... You're not going to move, are you? You're not going to move because the drone guy's going to vanish, which will push these cards over, so you're okay. You're attacking me for how much? For 2? Let me just block. You could be a boost card for right now. So let me block for 3. Block that attack. Get rid of the counter. This goes to the bottom. Then we push, push, push. Now I can afford that if I could get my cards. And push. More enemies inbound. Then it's my second phase.
How do I get what I want? I think I'm going to do 2, 3, 4, 5, flip. I'm not going to recycle. I can't. I may discard, but I'm not going to. So that is 2, 3, 4, 5. And I'll drop a token here to reveal this location. City of Ashes. Ongoing, immovable. The exploration cost increases by 1 for each adjacent plague enemy. You're a plague enemy, aren't you? Excellent. Excellent. All right, so I have to be able to explore immovable. Let's see the immovable keyword. Immovable. This card cannot advance during the advance effect in the scenario phase. Cards behind on the raid line passes over it and is placed in the next available location. Okay. So that's stuck there at 5. So I have to do an explore of 5 plus 1 right now, which is 6. But this card's going to move soon. So I did that. I put you there. So let me discard this. This is the second phase, so I can do this next round. And I'm coming up to blast that enemy at the end. So that's my second phase. Discard, draw down, so I'm at a 4, 5, 6. So I got 2, so I'll draw 4. Flip. Draw 1. So that'll put me at 6. Optional, draw size, ready up. All right. Now we're going to have some fun. No, we're not. Come on. Not one of my big boost cards came out. Are you kidding me? Game. Biscuits. Okay, so I didn't get what I needed. This is the perfect setup for what I need. I can hit her for a lot of damage, but I got to hit her for something. So let's do 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. It could have been 10. We'll do 8. Flip you over. I'm going to recycle these 2. My luck is embarrassing to draw 2. Okay. All right. At least I can explore once so you can see what explore looks like. So that's... Yeah, because it's 2, 4, 5. Yep, so that'll work. Nope, this thing is here. That would make it 6. That would suck. So that's 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So that's 8. Hitting you. You will block 2, so you're going to take 6. 5, 6. All I needed was 1. It would have been beautiful. It would have been beautiful. Okay. Then that's going to be the end of... Yeah. So we'll do revealed card activation. Nothing from you. You'll boost. If you hit me, that'll hurt. And it wasn't even dice. Hey, Brian, what's going on? You're going to attack me for 2. Let's flip over to block that. Then that's that. Timers, there's no timers out. And then we advance. Remember, this is a movable, so it will push this time. So you are going to move down. You'll move over here. You'll move over here. You're not going to move. This will hop over. Here, here, here. Please, with the enemy... Oh, I told you, I'm close to the bottom of the deck. There you go. So... then it is my turn. Now I'm happy because there is no plague enemy adjacent to this. So let's do our explore for second phase. So we're going to do... I can't because I blocked. Instead of blocking, I'm just going to take the hit. I'm going to take the 2 damage. So let's take the 2 damage on me. I'm not going to block this. I'm just going to take 2 damage. And you're not adjacent to a samurai, so you're just going to hit me too. I'm not blocking. I just will take the 2 damage.
and then we'll do explore. So I'll do. So we can stack these. So there's 2 damage on there. All right. So let's do the explore. So this is 1. I'm exploring with base. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. All right. So now I get to explore, which means I get 2 black and 2 yellow. So I'll grab the 2 black die and the 2 yellow die. And here we go. Roll it. Ooh, so I get 2 X's, so this is going to go 1, 2. I will get 1 credit. That will come over here to me to spend. And there we go. That's our roll. So that's our roll to spend that. That was my second phase. Then we'll do draw up to our hand size, so it's 4 plus 2, 6. So we'll draw 6 cards. Hey, look, a card that I would love to have had before, but we're going to explore first on our next phase, so then I could slap a bad boy in there and punch her really good. Flip these back over. There we go, and then we start the main phase. So the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to explore again at mid-range, and I'm doing it with this one, so that's 2. I need to make 5, right? So that's 2, and I get to put a token. Hey, guess where you're going? Where was I? 2, 3, 4, and then we'll just do this for 5. So then we'll grab those dice, explore again, roll it. All right, so that's another 2. 1, 2, plus a threat, 1. And then I get 2 more credits. So let's grab the 3, ditch to 1. Okay, we're getting close to our quest. We're getting close. Okay, so we did that explore. We did that at the start of the round. Then let's have some fun. I'm burning all cards, so then we're gonna attack you. You may discard up to 1 to double this, so that's a 4. 5, 6. So that's 6 that we're doing. Actually, do I just want to do 5? Because then I'll just do 3 damage to you. If I do 6, you'll block 2, which is 4. That's not enough, so I'll just do 2, 4, 5. So I'll do 5 damage to you. You block 2, so you're only going to take 3. I don't know why I put money on you. That's smart thinking. Everybody else is like, don't use money, you idiot. And I said, they wouldn't call me an idiot if I didn't. So that is 8, 9 of 12. Right? So I'll do that. This token comes back to me, and I'll keep this block card. Enemy phase. All right, so resolve any card activation abilities. Nothing really to do. Then we do resolve attacks. You're going to attack me for 2. Hiya! No, you're not. Resolve. You can put or remove delusion token in any sector. Oh, I'm going to put it right here. And block your 2. Nobody else is hitting me. Nobody else is hitting me. Then we advance the threat, so we'll move you here. Welcome. Welcome. You'll go here, here, here. Skip. Boom, boom, boom. And that. Really like this game, Canje. I appreciate you showing it. I'll catch the rest later. All right, Rogue. Hope you're... Yeah, I think this game will really shine multiplayer, but you see me playing it solo and it's fine. It's just working through things. All right, I don't have a second phase because I have no cards. So then we'll go to draw to our hand size, which is 6. So we'll draw 6, flip. And I'll do, let's see, what are we doing? 6, right? 5. All right, I got some options. And there's her death. All right, so here we go. Let's do our explorer. So we'll do the. I don't have any. Oh, I can move it. I can move with that. So 2, 3, 4, 5. So 5. So that's 5 to do that. So let's roll our dice. Oh, oh, it's magic. So I'll do 1. I get here. I draw a quest card. I get my 2 gold, my 2 credits, and let me advance the track by 1. And then let's see what the quest says. True courage. Key quest location. Following the weakest of the 3 signals has taken you to the foot of a large pit built of titanite. Your attempts to see what is inside are in vain because a great blanket of darkness prevents you from doing so. At its base, you see a very old inscription. While you're trying to decipher it, your device starts beeping loudly. It seems that the signal you are after is in motion inside the pit. Reveal Secret 1 and place it on top of the location that has just been explored. Each player gains 10 XP. Remove this card. Cool. So we'll gain 10 XP. We will then grab Secret 1, and it will flip over on top of this, which now we have this lovely art, the Great Sinkhole. It's immovable. When we interact, we reveal Chapter 2. Only those who enjoy true courage will be able to follow path mark. This art is gorgeous. Anyway, then we remove this card from the game. So we'll put you over here in a happy space. Cool. This gets reset. And team question, because I had 2, do I get an extra advance or is the extra X lost? That's the one thing I don't know. Is the extra movement lost on the quest or do I move it 1 more? Let me know. I'll get back to that. But now this takes over for that card of the Great Sinkhole. Okay, this gets discarded. We're still in 1, so we're spending. It's lost? Okay, it's lost. Alright, well, you know. That is a 4. So, what do I need to kill you? 9, 10, 11, 12. So I need 5 to kill you. So that's a 4, 5. That's what I need to kill you. Because 3, right? 9, 3, 12. You're dead. Because that's a mid-range. I don't get the boost, so it's just a +1. So 5, and you're toasty cakes. So you go into there. Oh, when hidden cards reach close range, it's automatically revealed. So you would have flipped over. You're going to hit me. Sweet. All right, so then we do that. When hidden cards hit close range, they are revealed. Well, I can attack you for 2. But you'll block that, and that means nothing to my life. So that'll be it. So the cards will flip over when they're in this lane. Thank you. Alright, so that ends my main phase. Cool. Well, let this fun happen. Each player suffer. So when I get it, so let's do the phases properly. Reveal cards, activate. Enemy status. Activate abilities, resolve attack. You're going to attack me for 2. So, your status, your threat when you leave play, you'll hurt me, but you're going to hit me for 2, huh? Alright, I'm going to block that too. I'll block it. You don't hit me just yet. And then, no counter, so you're going to move. You're removable, so hop over you. Move. And move. Lots of enemies. Then we drop to our hand size, which is 5. So I'll draw 4 cards. And pray to biscuits I don't die. Okay. So, what are we going to do? So main phase. So flip this back over, and we're back at main phase. Because I don't have a second. I didn't have a second phase, so I just drew up and kept going. You can kind of get into that flow after a while. All right, we need to explore you for 5. So notice this is immovable, right? So if you get that quest card, this locks this position, so you have to explore for 5 each time to do this, and I need to do that. So how do I get to 5 with you? I don't have a boost card. I could do 1. No, this is better. 2, 3. All I got is 3. So this round will just have to be a fight session. We have to kill this guy. No, if he damages me, I can block him. He's only doing 2 damage. And when he leaves, that'll suck. But this is bad. So let's do... I don't want a weakness, so let's try to kill you. And I can't put a token there, so I'll have to work on it for the next one. I hang on to these 3. That's a mid-ranger, too. This is a mid-range. So all you're going to do, basically, if I can put a token, is do... Alright, we're going to have to make this work. I'm going to skip my main phase. Let's go to second phase, revealed card activation, enemy status, enemy's attack. You are going to attack me for 2. I'm going to play this, and that'll let me move an attack token. You're going to shift, so I'm going to put it here. And I block your 2. Discard. You're going to attack me for 2. Boom, block it, so you're not going to damage me. No weakness card for me. Cool. Then we are going to shift. You're going to come down and you're going to get revealed. Skip. Boom, 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 boom. You're going to get revealed now. What are you? Oh, it's a location. It's immovable. You must... Okay, so ongoing, immovable. You must suffer a weakness to explore this location if it is that close. Solid. 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 Cool. That's exactly where I wanted it to be. At close range, where I will be taking weaknesses every time I explore this location. That's what I wanted. That's exactly what I wanted in my life. Okay, then it is... next phase. So they attacked, I cried, and they advanced. So my next phase, let's do... I don't know if I could stop that thing from going through. I can explore you. I'll just have to take a weakness. This is the way. It's no other way if this isn't gonna happen. So let's let it happen. Let's let it happen, people. Let's let it happen. Let's play this card. I'm going to explore this location. I can move a delusion token. Let's put it here. So let's go for 2. So that's gonna be 2. To put 1 there. Okay, so what's happening? I have to suffer a weakness. These are the weakness cards. So these were shuffled up. And when you suffer a weakness, whenever the target player suffers a weakness, they draw a card from the weakness deck and place it in their discard pile. If a player must draw a weakness and there are no cards left in the deck, they instead take 2 points of damage. So we will take a weakness card, flip it, put it in our discard pile. And this weakness card is... It has no additional effects. You misspelled additional, so check on that one. No additional effects. Swallow the devil. So it's just a card burn. Now, let's pause for a second here to explain a few things. Weaknesses do not get put out of your hand at the end of this specific act. It stays in your hand. You see that 10 XP at the top? That's what you got to pay to get rid of it. So when you go to the deck building part of this, that's what you got to pay to get weakness cards out of your hand. I want people to know, I said it earlier and I'll say it again, this is a prototype. So that means that if you see any misspelled words, let it go. It's not a big deal. They are going to fix it before release. It's going to be okay. So that goes to our discard. I did get to do that. Discard this, and I get to roll 2 black and 2 green. 2 green. 2 black. Okay, so we advance 1, 2. I get a green credit. And this, that just keeps on moving down. Alright, so that's been explored. What can I do to save my soul? I don't even have any boost cards. Game, why? I'm gonna have to wait until my next turn and hope. Nope, I've been through my deck. I don't have any close range hitters, so let's do this. 2, 3, 4. Hey, Zach! Zach, I have not seen you in such a long time. I hope you're doing well. So that's 2 plus this, that's 4. 5, 6. So that's 6 minus 2. Yeah, 6 minus 2. And I have no... Oh, I already blocked this turn. This is my second phase. 6 minus 2 is 4. So 3, 4. And I'm going to try to see if I can kill it next round. Let's discard down. And that's the end of the second phase. So then we'll go to optional hand draw. So that's 5 cards coming in my hand. It's this deck. Oh, there are the 2 boost cards that could help me. Great job. Great job, game. So main phase. Let's see if I can get a 5 to do this thing. Flip back over. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So let's do that. We're gonna do 2, and I have a block. So let's do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So we're gonna do this one, which is reveal chapter 2. So we'll reveal chapter 2. True Courage. You analyze the results provided by the cartography, a small robotic bee that Rhapsoda has sold you, and these indicate that the pit connects with a labyrinthine network of underground tunnels. Before you can decide how to proceed, the signal intensifies and the ground begins to shake. Something is quickly headed your way. Something really big. Really? Reveal randomly a copy of Secret 4 and place it on top of the Great Sinkhole. Place this card in the shared play area as a key quest. Main quest, defeat the revealed key enemy to reveal chapter 3. Cool. So let's see how else you want to kill me. So reveal a random copy of Secret 4. Yeah, so well, I don't know why that's there. Shouldn't that be Secret 3? Why does it say a random copy of Secret 4? There's 3 3s and 1 4. So I'm assuming it means 3, not 4. That might be a typo. Alright, Brian. No problem. Thanks for coming in, Brian. So I'm assuming that it means 1 of 3, not 4, because there's only 1 4. And I'm going to believe that. Oh, no, it's 4. It's only 1 copy. Okay, but it's 4. So in this, it's just... So you've made this horrible monster that I'm going to have to fight. Sure, let's see it. Yep, that's a horrible monster I'm going to have to fight. That attacks me every round. It cannot take damage if it has a storm event adjacent to it. Oh boy. Alright, short game inbound. Short game inbound. It's a key enemy guardian. So if I beat it, I get to reveal chapter 3. Solid. 3 different kinds of cute monsters. Yeah, it's cute. It's cute, especially the spittle as it eats me. Okay, so that is that. Oh boy, I'm gonna get hit so hard. Here we go. Cha 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 cha. Okay, so I da ba ba da da ba da ba da ba da ba da ba da. Let's see. What the heck can I do?
I don't think I could do anything else. It's the enemy's turn. That was my main phase. Here we go. Enemy status, if there's any result. So enemy status, do you have a status? No, you're just immovable. Then the enemy's attack. Hey, I'm gonna take 3 to the fate. Well, let's go backwards. Let's roll it backwards. You're gonna attack me for 2. Can't do anything about it. So I'm just gonna take 2 damage. 1, 2. You're gonna attack me for 2. Do not want, because I don't want another weakness in my deck. So I'll take that, block it. And you're gonna do stuff. You're gonna do stuff that kind of chafes a little bit. You're gonna hit me 3. So I'm just gonna take 3 damage to the face. So that puts me at 7 damage of my 22. Yay. And if you want, let's grab some objects. Components, objects. We'll grab a counter because you know I'm bad at math. So we'll do that. We'll do 2, 3, 4, 5. And we'll do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Then we don't have to use these. So I'm down to 15 health. And pull this over here. Put you over here. So I'm down to 15 health. Yay! Alright. So what do we got? What are we dealing with? They hit me. You're not moving. That was your phase. My second phase. I've got so much I can do. I'm going to discard this card. And keep that one. Oh, they were supposed to advance. Sorry, I forgot to advance them. Bing, bing. You're not moving. So you're going to hop over. Bing, bing. You're not moving. Yeah, it's looking fun. It's looking good. It's looking solid. So that, and they would have advanced, then it would have been my second phase. Then I dropped my hand size, which now there's a weakness card in there because that's fun. My hand size is 5. Okay, so I draw 4 cards. And then flip back over. And main phase 1. I don't think I'm stopping this guy. I don't think I'm stopping you. You would just go back to the bottom of the deck, so I don't mind if you leave. This is bad news. I'm just going to drain the weakness deck at this point. Try to kill that thing. Okay, so I want y'all to notice this. This went from, oh, he's just kind of middling about, this is pretty hum-hum, to now, I have a lot to do. Oh, and this should have flipped. This should have flipped, sorry. That should have flipped when it came down. Oh, boy. I have a lot to do. I have a lot to do. Huh. I've got some blocks that'll help me. I can't stop this guy from leaving, so let's be realistic. I need to kill that thing. So how do I do this? Oh my gosh. How do I make this work? I love the decision space in this game of me trying to figure out how to make this work. I'll take a weakness if I explore this location. I got the block to kind of help with the thing that's gonna this guy's probably the only one I'm very afraid of. And so I'll be taking 4 damage this round. I can't stop you from leaving. What to do? Because I could do 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 to you. 7 will be blocked by 2, which will go to 5, which will put you at 9. That's not worth it. You're going to be smacking me. Maybe I could... Oh, and you got that card thingy on there. Do I have the... Okay. So I'll do 2 to make this a 4. So that's 4, 5, 6. I'm going to discard 1 to draw 1. Thanks for nothing.
Let's make it 7. Let's do 7. So I'll hit you for 7. -2, so that's just 5 on you. Alright, so I need to do 7 more damage to kill you. And I think that's all I can do. Okay. Here we go. So you're going to attack. So that's the end of my first phase. Then the game's going to activate. You're going to attack me for 2. I think this is the one I have to take. So I'll take the 2. You're going to attack me for 2, which I'm going to block. And because I blocked, I'm going to get to put a thingy here because you're moving out. I want to kill this guy. So I'll block the 2. You're going to attack me for 2, which I will block the 2. And then you're going to attack me for 3, to which I'm going to flip and block the 3. So I've only taken 2 damage. That worked. After all that's resolved, this is going to move out. When a thing moves out, it'll do that. It will go to the bottom of the deck, and I believe threat is increased by 1. Then you'll move over, you'll move over, you're not moving. You'll move over and get revealed. Give me a second, I'll reveal it. I probably want to flip that. So let's do that. And pull. You get revealed. Hey, it's my spaceship. It's the Wellerman. Woohoo! So my spaceship showed up. You may, once active, you may choose between reveal any hidden event or deal 2 direct damage to any revealed enemy. Oh, that is gorgeous, and it's got a 4-timer on it. It's not a mobile, so you can get pushed right out. This would have been pretty amazing, but I'm going to activate you like twice. So we'll do that. So that's my spaceship showed up. Finally, Captain Marvel decided to show up. Increase. So it's my second phase, as you can see. So let's skip that. Drop to my hand size, which is 6. So we know weakness is probably going to be an. Oh, did I not draw a weakness? Ooh. Then we ready up and begin the next phase. Okay. Give me the red card I need. Nope, don't have it. Things are coming up, Canje. Alright, so active. You may choose between revealing a hidden event or deal 2 direct damage to any revealed enemy. We're going to do 2 damage to you. So we'll do the 2 damage to you from this. What else we got? Then I could do. Nothing's at mid-range, so this will just be 2/3 blocked by 2, which is trash. All right, I need to explore something so that I can. Let's see if we can explore that 4, so I can do some stuff. Because I do have a boost card, so we'll do 2, and I'll boost it, which will flip this for 4. Flip that. I'm going to discard these 2 to draw 2. So it's 4. Let's flip this. Ongoing immovable. The exploration cost increases by 1 for each adjacent revealed. Come on. Really? All right. This is incredible. Okay. Not only did I not get the thing I wanted, this is gonna hurt. So 2, 3, 4. So that's 4. Block 2, which is just 2. That puts this at 9. That is so pointless. All right, it's gonna have to be 9. It's gonna have to be 9. So I'll take this 3 and make it a 9.
Oh, I could use. Well, I have to have that flip to do it. I have to have the flip to do it. I don't have it yet. I don't have it flipped yet. I didn't do it. I could attack for 0, but that'll just be the same thing. However, it will flip my ability. No, no, no. You got a point. You got a point. It will flip the ability. Instead, I'll do this. No, this is mid-range, so this will just be a 1 and be way less. So that's pointless. If I choose to attack 0, I can boost, which will flip the card, and then I could use the ability to cull the weakness card out of my hand. So you have a point. I could do that. But not yet. That is biscuits. Okay, so that is my first phase. I am gonna get punched so hard right now. All right, so here we go. My first phase. Here we go. You're gonna attack me for 2. I have to block that. I don't want a weakness. So that'll be that. Then you're gonna attack me for 2. I gotta take it. Then you're gonna tick down to 3. You're gonna attack me for 3 because 1, 2, 3. Oop, 3. And nothing else horrible is gonna happen. Cool. Then you're gonna shift. You're gonna go out. This is gonna tick here. And I did use the ability of Wellerman. I did use it. I used it at the start. I used it at the start. I was supposed to use it during this phase, but I used it at the start. I did it out of turn, but I did use it. With each sandstorm, the raid not only becomes more dangerous, but also more difficult, and crossing the sea of dunes under a constant blanket of dust that makes your vision difficult does not help in your search for the exact origin of the 3 signals. You won't be able to hold on like this forever. Place 3 counters under the location that has just been explored, or instead under closest location to the players. Each counter increases by 1 the exploration cost, then vanish this card. Vanish this card means it goes to the bottom of the deck and it could show up again. This gets reset. We're going to grab that 3 counter that I hate so much. We're going to put it here. So, cool. So you left. You're going to scoot. You're going to scoot. You don't move. You're going to come down here and get revealed. You're going to move. Hop over. Move, 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 flip. So let's see if we could kill this. I don't want a weakness. Okay, so then I don't have a second phase because this is just all sorts of awful. So we'll discard that. Dropped our hand size, which is 6. So that's 2, flip. 4. Okay, I might be a little bit okay. All right, I might be a little okay. Little bit okay. Did I do that right? Was that a 3 counter? Place 3 counters under the location that has been explored or the closest location to the players. Each counter increases the exploration cost by 1. So now the exploration cost is a 5 here. Okay. So then we flip, and begin. Okay. So I need to explore 5 so that I can move this here and kill this guy. Truly, on the active phase of this, I will hit this guy for 2. So that's 5, 8, 9, 10, 11. So I just need to hit you for 1 and then I can ignore you, right? Yeah. But I need to move that token so I can make it a... sure. So I'll do 2, 3. So that's 3, which means I'm just going to hit you for 1, and that should seal your fate. Discard that. Then let's deal with you. I don't care about that guy. I just need to be able to block for him, which I can. So let's do
2. Actually, I gotta do it. I need that 3 to be able to block that heavy hit, so that's 2, 3, 4. It's not enough. I could check out these enemies potentially. At mid-range, that'll make it 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. But only oh, this is at long. Yeah, that can make it a 6 at mid-range or a 4 everywhere else. I could do a 2 here to know what's coming. And I could just use these as boost cards if I need them. We need the block and we need that to deal with this nonsense. This thing's gonna die. If I reveal another one of these plague enemies, I'm going to cry. I'm just gonna let you know, you will see it first here. Canje breakdown on stream crying. Let's see. Let's see. I need a 5 to be able to do that. This will be a 1, 2, 3, 4, so it doesn't matter. I could play this to 5, but I need the block. I'm not going to do anything for my main phase. So we're going to reveal card activation. So you're going to activate, hit this thing for 2, and then they will die. So rain fire, please. And you'll die. Going into here. Then you're going to attack me for 2. That's when I'm going to play this to block it. You're going to attack me for 3. I'm going to flip to block that. Then nothing else happens. Okay. Timer will go down to 2. You'll move. Move. You're not moving. You will get revealed. Move. Doop. 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 Flip. You again? Man. Okay. You're not going to do anything to me if you leave play, and neither will you. And you can rain some heck fire on something. So we need to get a token up here so I can start blasting this guy. That's the whole purpose, right? That's why we're here. I'm not going to take another turn. I might discard these 3 cards. No, I need to be able to explore. If I can explore 2, which would be here, I could put a token there and then come for it. However, I don't need these 2. So I'm going to discard down. And then I'll draw up to my hand size, which is 5. So draw 4. No fight cards. Okay. So let's see. Where are my fight cards? They're all here, probably. So let's do 2, 3, 4. See, I can explore this place, but I would take a weakness to do it. And I have one. I have flip up, flip up. I could block 2, but I'm still going to take 2 damage. Let's go ahead and do a 2 explore here. Okay, you're not adjacent, so thank goodness. So that'll come here. But that lets me place a token here. Then... Oh, wait. If I do that, that would be 2. I could boost it to a 4. But this is a 5. That doesn't work. Because if I'd have done that 2, this popped up. I need to be able to... I want to be able to trigger this. So let's do 2, boost, 4. So this puts me... So this is a 5 right now, right? So that's 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So that's 6. Yeah, I can't get rid of that card. I just have to deal with this. So then we're going to roll the 2 and the purple. 2 black and 2 purple. I missed my opportunity. All right, so 1, 2, 3, and 1. I can't explore for 4. This says the exploration cost increases by 1 for each adjacent revealed location. Oh, you're not a location. You're right, you're not a location. So that means I could trade in this card to draw a card. You're right, that's not a location. That's not a location. So I drew, sweet, nothing that can help me, and that bad roll just happened. Cool. Cool, you're about to see another threat. So that happened there. That'll happen. That's the end of the first phase. Activate this to hit somebody for 2. Let's put the 2 on you. I'm just going to hit you for 2. Alright. Then you are going to hit me. If this enemy deals damage, you suffer a weakness. So I gotta block that. That needs to get shut down. You are going to hit me for 2, and there's absolutely nothing I can do about it. You're going to hit me for 3, which I'm going to block. And then you're going to hit me for 2, which, boop, boop, 4 health. Then we shift. Bye. You're going to go here, here. Not moving. That's bad news. So they gain Fury. Fury says when this card's activated, the enemy performs an additional attack. Damage dealt must comply with limitations on range and associated with effects. Cool. So this was a fun game. I'm gonna get slammed. Alright, so that happened. That was a thing that occurred. I'm gonna drop to my hand size of 6. Yeah, I knew that was gonna be there. Why shouldn't it be? Flip this back over, because I don't have a second turn, whatever. Then it is my turn with 4 health left. Yay. Yay for me. Yeah, this feels good. This feels good. Let's see. Alright, I can hit you for a lot, and that's what I'm gonna do, because I blame you for my woes. So, that's gonna be 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So that's 8 minus 2 is 6. So that would put you at 8 damage. This says you may discard up to 2 cards from your hand to draw. Bink, bink. Okay, I got some. I might live. Well, let's find out. Maybe I'll live. But that's all I got for that. So they're coming in. Here we go. 2. Blocked. And I can move a delicious token somewhere. I'm going to put you here. Then you attack because you have Fury. I'm dead. This enemy performs an additional attack. So that's 2 and 2. 3, 1. 1, 2, and then 1, 2, I'm dead. Boof. I'm out. Oh, man, that was rough. That was rough. What, so I lost. I died. That was a death. That was a death that occurred to me, and you will have a better turn dice rolling than I am. However, let's say I won. Let's say we got through this deck. I'm not going to spoil it for people who are going to be playing it later. But let's say we got through this deck. After you get done, you sum up all the points that you have in an Acropolis, all the XP, plus the XP you got, plus the coins. And then I know that this is locked. And let's clear this off so you can get a good view of it. You finish your mission. Let me pull all these off.
I'll do... Oops, of course I unlocked the board at this time. That was the smart thing to do. So let's pull all this off. I know I should lock it back and then make it easier on myself, but I enjoy ice skating uphill and you can't stop me. So let's see. Boop, boop. Grab all those, move those over, and move these over. So when you've completed your mission and you do a lot better at this game than you're better at this game than I am, you'll flip this over, and this is the market. So you'll get the market cards, and you'll be able to buy from the market. So you'll be able to spend XP to get rid of weaknesses, right? You also get to determine the things of the market that you get to do, right? For instance, if you want to play easy mode, you put a tag here, which will build out. Anyway, let me go to market section. Because there will be a set of cards in the codex that you'll have. Did y'all have a codex set on here for them to buy, or was it just the fight? So I can show them one of the cards that they can have. I don't recall, and I don't want to spoil the secrets. Okay. Action, block, exploration. Supply stage. Here we go. During the supply stage, players can spend experience and resources gained during the previous to acquire new cards, equipment, and other upgrades to prepare them for the next stage. The final version of the regulations indicates how the turn order is determined, how each of the supply decks is configured. So you'll get a supply deck of stuff, and the supply stage is divided into 6 phases. You got the black market, which is here, right? And on the black market, you'll be able to spend those credits to be able to buy stuff. You've got the weakness culling, so players can pay the experience indicated on their weakness card to get rid of weaknesses, right? If you play hard mode, this is not available to you. If you play easy mode, you get all this is kind of... If you play easy mode, all this is available to you because this board is broken into 4 sections. This section, and then these other sections. So there's a market deck that's here if you're playing on easy mode that you can look at and buy stuff from. If you play on normal mode, the market deck is just kind of there. It's going to draw out from the codex so you can determine which one you want instead of what's on there, but you'll be able to call weaknesses. And if you play hard mode, you can't get rid of weaknesses. They're just in your hand forever, but you can heal damage and gain life if you received any damage cards. So damage players can pay experience to recover points of damage suffered. The stage is available in the hard mode of the game. In easy and normal modes, players heal for free. So you have to pay for it if you're playing hard mode, and you just heal to full health if you're free. Same thing if you're playing easy mode, you just cull weaknesses, but you have to pay if you're playing normal mode. EDKO. I'm assuming that's the codex or the supply stage, so that could be a typo that's there. Players can spend experience to purchase new character abilities and add them to their deck. I didn't see that on here. But they also have the Codex deck. Players will form a single supply deck in a deco space by mixing 4 different Codex cards together. And then you play these out, you buy them, put them in there. Same thing with the Sanctuary. Players will build as many supply decks in the Una space as there are supports in play. Supports can only learn there. So you can... This is for you, this is for your pet, and then there's artifacts and gear that you can buy. Let's just call it that, right? So this is you, this is your pet, this is artifacts that you can buy. So you can upgrade your pet, you can upgrade yourself, and you can upgrade your equipment to be a little bit stronger. And those equipment cards, I don't care if you see these, this is not a big deal. There are empty hand if you find treasure, but there will be an equipment card set that you can do to buy stuff, right? And if you're going to buy it, notice these things fit together, right? So this can increase my life by 3, but I'll have to spend 2 of the bluish, whatever color that is, purple, blue, whatever y'all see. And this is the 4 of the credits. So you'll spend those and you'll get this, right? But there are some cards out there that's going to cost XP. This is the deck building segment of the game. And when the team, as I was like, okay, this game's cool.
And then when the team showed me this, I was like, okay, this game's going to be fun. Because you get to deck build before you go on to the next act. The next chapter of Act 1, sorry. The next chapter. You get to deck build to go on to the next chapter. And then you just take that on and go. What I was saying before, and I want to make sure I'm being very clear about this. You see this thing that says easy mode, normal mode, hard mode. If you are on easy mode, you get access to the market. You remove all weaknesses at no cost, I believe, and then you heal damage to full health. If you're on normal mode, the black market's not available. You have to pay the XP to get rid of the weakness and heal to full. If you're on hard mode, you don't have access to the market. You're stuck with your weaknesses unless you find a card that gets rid of them, but you pay to heal damage. So whatever ticker this is on is what you have to pay. Pay for the black market. The black market is available. You pay for the black market. The black market isn't available, but you got to pay for XP to weaknesses. Weaknesses in the black market aren't available, but you have to pay for damage. And then you just add these codex cards that are in here for you to set those out, and they'll be there for you to see. You can see, so for instance, they fit in these slots, but you'll have a nice grouping of artifacts and gear that you can buy. And if you can afford it, you get to upgrade your character. Go in, if you can afford the cards for your pets or cards, you get to put those into your deck build it up, and then go to your next act and go through to see what's there. Does that make sense? Have I showed, like, when you took a look at this, does this kind of, you actually got to see a story progress of a fashion. You got to see me roll some dice to see the advancement of things on this deck. You got to see me, like I said, oh goodness. You got to see me advance these tracks. You saw threats, you saw weaknesses, and there's different weaknesses that are out here. Let me see if I can find a weakness deck, because I put it someplace and it vanished off from my life. Did I put the weakness deck over here? So I can show you a different weakness that you can see. Boop. It should be upside down thingies. Did I lose it? Am I crazy? I'm crazy, right? Oh no, here it is. So with weaknesses, they can vary from nothing big happens. I think all these. Oh, for Act 1, nothing big. I mean, Chapter 1, nothing big happens for your weaknesses, but the weakness cards will compound, right? So they'll be dead hands that you could potentially have if you get too many, but they'll also give additional effects when they come in. And for this first chapter of Act 1, I said it right this time. For this first chapter of Act 1, you basically won't get any effect, but Act 2, there's the potential that even when you draw the weaknesses, they'll do something else to hurt you. So you have to be careful of what's going on there. Does that make sense? Like, are there any questions that you have about the mechanics, about how things shape out, how they work, that the team or myself can answer for you presently? They are always in the Game Found page, and we'll take a look at the big Game Found page in a couple seconds so that you can see what exactly you're getting. But I just want to check in to see. A lot of questions came up for me that I wanted to make sure that I could answer for you on this playthrough. Are there any other questions that you have that are on here? And keep asking. I'm about to go to the Game Found page so you can see what's available, what you can get for what's coming up. So let's take a look, and I'll move this over here a little. Okay, so on the Game Found page, we have Long Dark Sea by Delucio Games, right? Wonderful, wonderful. They're funded, doing pretty good with what they got in here, and they're doing some stretch goals unlocks. I want you to remember that if you're looking for like Awaken Realm stretch goals or Command stretch goals that are heavy, you're not going to get it here, because these are indie devs, right? Their time is money, and you know they have to be able to deliver, so they're not trying to overpromise and under-deliver. They're trying to get you exactly what you want. So bear that in mind as you see the stretch goals, but there's still stretch goals that are in here that they can do for this first salvo of what's coming out. So you'll get to join the raid with the board. So let's take a look. Wonderful card art. That's beautiful. The game looks like it's €70. Um, do the math if you're do the math yourself wherever you are in the world for how much that will be for you. So that's €70 base game, and you'll get on there. So there are 4 characters that you'll get, 4 supports, which gives you, 4 times 4, right? 16 combination abilities. You'll get 96 basic character action cards, 120 advanced action cards that you can buy in the store. You'll get 8 ships that you get to choose from with your 150 experience. You'll get 8 drones that you get to choose from. 18 weakness cards. Just because you see it says no additional problems doesn't mean it's going to go. You'll get your reference cards that you saw. 24 gear cards that you can mix and match and build that up. And then your raid cards are astronomical on what you can get with different beautiful art that's in it. Co-op between this is basically when you play this game co-op, all your other players that are playing with you. This game is 100% co-op. There is no competitive aspect to this. What you're meant to do is, as co-op, when I play a card like I'm going to do something, my friends can boost me for 1 card. So if there's 4 of us playing, I could get boosted 4 times to do something. If I'm going to get smacked for something because I'm like, oh, I went really heavy on attack to kill this creature, but now this creature is going to attack me, my friends can play block cards to block for me, and their friends can boost that block card to help them block damage from me. So the decision space is really great. I think this game really works. The solo mode is fun and it's there. This game really works co-op. It really does, and it goes really well co-op. And I think um, the how I feel about this game when I saw it playing through is that this game can be considered async when in terms of play style, that everyone can play at the same time if you want because you're all talking, right? But there is a round order for you to do things. So if there is a round, I would homebrew it async. However, it's not meant to do that way. You're supposed to be able to go one, you go, you go, you go, you go, that type of thing. Um, I would probably say this game will probably shine 2 to 3 player. That's where I think it'll shine really nicely for people, because the co-op mode helps people helping each other out. Those cards kind of get mitigated a little bit better, and then you're working through trying to beat that big monster. 3 player for that big monster for sure. So you get 12 threat cards, 12 cross cards. Loot deck is looking pretty good. There is a Nemesis for Act 3 that we didn't see, so there's a big bad that you gotta fight. Then you've got your custom dice that are gonna come in. Tons of tokens for what you're gonna need to play through. And then, as I said, that reversible board. So you were like, okay, this looks straightforward, but kind of Where's the deck building? The deck building is after you finish your mission. You then build your deck to go to the next chapter of the act. The rule book's there, beautiful art, as you can see. There's a limited edition for €120. As you can see, I did back it. So, but this comes with a weakness expansion. So the limited edition gives you the expansions of weakness expansion, bounty expansion. Bounties are side quests. Contracts are side quests. Bounties are side quests to hunt someone. Contracts are side quests. Then there's the dark side expansion, which we'll show you in a second, and neoprene, right? For people who love neoprene. So we could skip past all that. That's just the good words. I usually like when I see this, why should I pledge? I'm like, I go past it to look at this other stuff. So you'll get, so it's €70 to get just the standard game, €120 to get the limited edition, which comes with all the expansions. But if you get the standard game, and then there's stretch goals that are unlocking. Like I said, marble dice are nice. Marble dice is nice. But like I said, don't sit here and be like, oh, well, I want to get like 30 characters and a bunch of different... They're an indie dev. Let's be realistic with them. And as they add on, there'll be more. If you pledged early, you get this drone Vita card, which you saw. The bounty expansion. Oh, you upgraded the tokens too. That's awesome. So, hunt the most wanted enemies and complete objectives as a team, and your crew will obtain additional benefits during the raid stage. So, the bounty event is that you're hunting those enemies to try to take them down to get stuff. So, that's an additional new play style to do where you're doing bounties. You got contracts. Sign your own contract to complete individual objectives and obtain large amounts of resources. So each person can get a contract objective to try to do to make it differentiate between it, which is cool. We've got more weaknesses that are going to get added to the deck if you want to get that. And then the Dark Side expansion is 52 alternative copies of enemies, locations, and events with the dark back cards to make even more difficult. So this is the harder hard mode if you hit for what you want. So to me, if you get the base and there are people who are like, I'll just play the base game. I'm not Kickstarter crazy. I'm not going to go all in. I want to see if I'm going to like the game. Get the base game. Buy the base game, pay €70, buy the base game, and then yeah, that'll be what it is. For those who usually is like, oh, FOMO monster, if this game's going to be amazing and I don't want to miss a single bit of it, there is the limited edition for €120, right? So you get that, and you with the limited edition, you get all of that. Oh, look, the neoprene playmat's in here, right? Then you get all the expansions, the lore book, the core game, and the neoprene mat all in there for 120. I'm going to get to the thing that I know a lot of people who don't live in the US worry about, which is shipping. So we're going to take a look at shipping. So the how to play is here. Here are the rule books for people who are like, Canje, I hate the sound of your voice. It sounds like a duck being shoved into a blender. So here's the rule book for you to look it up yourself, so you don't have to listen to me. Here's Spanish if you are Spanish speaking, and here are the 2 tabletop simulator mods for you to play it for yourself. So you don't have to listen to me; you can play it yourself, right? The Delucio team has already done playthrough mechanics that are on here that you can look at in English and Spanish. I'm just kind of pushing this through because I really am liking what I'm seeing. We've got some other people who've done wonderful content on breaking these down. These are all in Spanish, just to let you know for people who are going to come here and look at these. So then we talk about the timeline of delivery. How does the difficulty scale with the number of players? The difficult from I asked that question, Jan, when I met with them, and they said that it's difficult. The difficulty is going to be there either way, because no matter what, I'm still going to be doing the same amount of damage. You could be boosting me, but it's the same amount of damage I'm going to be doing, right? So the difficulty will remain on there. It's not going to get easier if you add 4 people. It's still going to be challenging to work through. So the campaign started. The campaign ends on the 21st, so it's coming up soon. Late pledge will be open if people are still on the fence and want to rewatch this video, or somebody else who you prefer that you may not like my content, and that is okay. I won't be hurt by it, but other people will probably do it, so you can watch the late pledge to see if your favorite content creator will cover it and see what's good. They are working on art. The mechanics of the game is done. They are just working on art and finalizing processes of going through. And then production is supposed to start in June of next year, and then delivery of October of next year is when shipping is going to be started, right? So that means you'll get your game November, December time frame type of thing, right? Oh, well, no, I mean, I fully understand I'm not everybody's cup of tea. I think some people have been like, they don't like my exuberance, so I was like, all right, well, there's other channels out there. Go check out who you want. This is the thing that a lot of people care about, right? So here we go. If you're in the US, shipping is going to be between €19.33. Canada, it'll go up. Germany, Australia, Czech Republic, Italy. So based on your zone, I'm just going to let you look here. I don't have to read them all off. Based on your zone, this is what's going to do. Now remember that this company is located in Spain, right? That's where these 3 devs are. So therefore, their shipping is going to be a lot lighter because they can ship local, right? They can ship to the country. However, take this into account as you check your finances to determine shipping. Determine shipping. I can say it. We'll be charged VAT during the campaign and shipping via your pledge manager. So if you have to deal with that, guess what? That's not going to go away. Note that these are estimated shipping costs for their rewards and add-ons, right? So they're estimates of what's on there. When the game is ready to ship, you will then be charged for shipping. So it could go up, it could go down, it can go either way. If you're a retailer, if your country does not appear in the list, please contact the Delucio team to do that stuff. And I think that went through the pledge. But yes, I did get the limited edition and the drone veto card. So that's the reason why it's on there. Wait, is the drone veto card included in the limited edition? Am I double paying for something? Am I an idiot? No, I'm not an idiot. Well, I mean, I am, but it wasn't in here. So I wanted everything. So I did that. That's what I backed, and this is how much it cost, right? Spend accordingly to what feels good for you. I think that this is a really fun game. I enjoy it. As you can see, we've been playing for 2.5 hours. So there's a lot of play in here. For people who are like, I don't want another long campaign, this is not a long campaign. I want you to think of this like you think of Slay the Spire, right? In Slay the Spire, you play the 3 acts, you reset, you're done. That's what this is. You play. There are 2 chapters with 3 acts. There are 2 acts with 3 chapters. I'm gonna continue to mess that up. There's 2 acts with 3 chapters each. So you will play through an act, play through 3 chapters of that act, reset, play the next act, play through 3 chapters of that act, be done. If this game does very well, and I mean it funded, right? But if this game does very, very well on crowdfunding, or the team is able to continue going with it, their plan is to add more planets. So right now we're on 1 planet. We can get more planets in there, and you've got a whole universe of possible content that you can do, which is great. So I think that's what y'all told me when was on there. So maybe I got that wrong, and so that'll be fun. Let me see if I missed anything. Different characters, different supports, non-linear quests. So you got main quest, secondary quests. Modular. It's modular for your starship and allies that could get updated. Yeah, the long dark sea is space. 2 enemy groups in the core. You'll get 2 enemy groups in the core. Two scenarios have 3 acts in the core, and I think that means that's 2 acts, 3 chapters. XP game by Necropolis. I'm just making sure I got everything else that we talked about, and I think I covered it all. But yeah, let's head back up to the top. Yeah. So that is Long Dark Sea. I really, really hope that you all enjoyed this playthrough, and it was informative. I think that was the big thing. A lot of people were saying like they weren't feeling. Yeah, I'm gonna screw that up forever. You're gonna get 2 mains with 3 subs of the main. Is that a better way to put it? Because I'm gonna continually say the wrong thing. I think throughout the thing of the stream, I was like, "Hey, you're gonna get 2 scenarios, 3 acts, 2 acts, 3 chapters, 2 chapters." I just screwed all. You're gonna get 2 big ones, and it's gonna be 3 subs within each 2 for a total. So you work that out how your brain works it out. I'm an idiot. So. But the big thing I wanted for this was for it to be informative to you, so that you can know how you want to spend your money, right? From my opinion, just math out the total plays exactly. From my opinion, I think this looks like a lot of fun. I think this is a great semi deck construction, deck building game. I love the card play. I love that you can mix and match. When you start the game, it's not, okay, here's your deck of this person and play it. You can actually add things to your deck you could deck construct in the way that you want before you go on your first mission on how you want to play it. So, case in point, I love Slay the Spire, so I'm just going to use this as my example's sake. I love it. But in Slay the Spire, if you're going to be the Ironclad or the Defect, here's the Ironclad starting deck. Here's the Defect starting deck. Go play, and then deck build from there. In here, it's who is your character, who's your support. Choose whoever you want, mix and match. Oh wait, You also get to choose the ship that you're going to use, mix and match. You're going to get your allies that you're going to use, mix and match. And all those things are going to get put in the game for a semi deck construction aspect. And then when you complete a act, I want to make sure I say that right. You go to the market and you deck build because you're adding things onto your deck, you're adding equipment on to make yourself stronger, and then you continue on to the next act with what you just built to play it through. And I think that that in of itself leaves it to be very modular in a really nice way that calls to me. I like stuff like that, right? Modular deck builders. Aeon's End, modular deck builder. So this kind of plays into those things really great. Drop the act. I get it, Jan. But that's kind of what it plays to and what it sets up as. I really hope this was informative in this play. I apologize if I made any play snafus that kind of you were like, ugh, so I apologize for that. But I did back this game. As soon as I had not backed this game, I had my first playthrough with Lila, Didek, and Patrick, and I played through this, and I was like, back, because I knew this was going to be fun. So, from my personal opinion, I backed this game, and I think it's going to be a lot of fun. So hopefully this was, once again, I'll go back to hopefully this was informative for you to make the decision you want to make for your money, but I think it's worth it. Now, what's going to happen next is that they've sent me a hard copy. So you were like, hey, this was very informative, but it was on Tabletop Simulator, and if I look at Tabletop Simulator, my screen is going to explode into 1,000 pieces and paint the walls green. They have sent me a hard copy that's shipping right now that'll come in. I'm going to play it later on this week so that people who don't like Tabletop Simulator can come in and see the components, hard components, you tactile, you could touch, feel, all that other stuff. It is a prototype. So when you look at it, don't be like, oh, it's a final copy. No, it's a prototype. And then we'll go from there. Okay, makes sense? Cool. All right, everybody. Thank you so much. What's going to be coming up on the channel is, what's today? Tuesday? Thursday, Primal. I'll be playing Primal with Pac-Man. Friday, I'm hoping to play this again, but I'll get it scheduled. So keep your eyes open. If you're interested, hit the the bell thing to get notified. The bell thingy. And Saturday, I should be painting with Brian. And Sunday is we're back to Arkham Horror with Kate and Cynthia. So so it'll be good. But it's gonna be a long week of streams. I hope you enjoy it. I hope this was informative to help you make a decision. Thank you so much to DeLucio for sending me this preview prototype to play. Remember, preview. So thank you so much for doing that. I really appreciate it. Thank you to my patrons, YouTube subscribers. And if you're neither and you're just here to see what this game is about and you got all the information you need, thank you for coming and hanging out. You always have space at my table. Just know I love you and there's absolutely nothing you can do about it. Bye, everybody.